Hello, and welcome to the Reselling Report for today, Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. I'm your host, Ann Eckhart, and every weekday morning I upload the Reselling Report here to YouTube to update you on the day's retail and e-commerce news, including the latest from eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Mercari, and Poshmark. If you haven't done so already, I hope you'll subscribe. And now let's get on with today's show. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the show. Hope everything is going well in your neck of the woods. Who's gotten their stimulus payment? Anyone? I haven't. Still waiting for my $1,200 from the government. Fortunately for me, it will basically be a partial refund on the taxes that I already paid, but I'll still take it. I did go on to the Iowa Workforce Development site to look into unemployment for partial income loss, and I think I completed the application right, but yet haven't heard anything back and not really sure, but I'm not sure how long this is going to last. So I thought I better get in there and at least get in the system. And if there's any chance, give it a go. Let me know if you've had any luck on your end or if you have filed for unemployment in your state. It is supposed to now be open for self-employed and sole proprietors. So if you need it, hopefully you are able to get it from your state. I'm going to start with Poshmark today. I actually just learned yesterday that on Poshmark, you can ship using the flat rate boxes from the post office at the $7.11 Poshmark rate. I had no idea, but I was watching a video from Amber Resellers. If you're not following her channel, I will link her channel below. And she was doing a video about I think it was her video where she ordered a number of different things from different sellers on Poshmark to see how they shipped them. And she was picking up the boxes and she, oh yeah, I ship my shoes in the flat rate boxes too. And I thought, wait, what? At the $7.11 rate? And yes, apparently, I'm the only one apparently who didn't know this, but yes, thank you to Amber Resellers for putting that out there. Amber has a lot of great videos. Like I said, I will link her channel below. It'll be in the show notes, so go check it out. But wow, eBay, hello. How about not getting that rate for those of us who use the flat rate boxes on eBay? Because I know for the medium flat rate box, it's like, what, $13 to $15, I think, depending on what your seller discount might be. I want $7.11. That would make it a lot. That'd make it less than the regional rate box. That's just crazy. But yeah, Poshmark has those negotiated rates with the post office, and I'm a little bit shook by that. I'm a little angry that as an eBay seller, I don't have that. But kudos to Poshmark, because that is definitely a boon for those who do sell on Poshmark to be able to use those boxes, because the flat rate, especially the flat rate medium and the flat rate large, are pretty nice size box, and for shoes and obviously thicker clothing, you can use those. So yeah, I was a little shook by that. Did you know that? I feel like I'm late to the party, but now I know. Thanks to tips from some of you guys, I found that it's great to get Poshmark information over on Reddit. And so I was looking through today to see what was new, and I noticed that there is a thread with a lot of activity from a Poshmark seller who is posting about how they are now listing on Mercari. The title of the post says, if you're okay making $2 to $3 on stuff you are going to donate or garage sale anyway, now is the time to take advantage of Mercari. And the post reads, everything that was super old on Posh or stuff I had deleted and designated for a garage sale, I relisted on Mercari at rock bottom prices, like $6 to $8 with free shipping. I sold over 25 things now doing this, and it adds up. I would have gotten $0 for donating and maybe 25 cents at a garage sale for most of this. People are low on cash, and the low dollar amounts with free shipping are super appealing right now. It's nice making a couple bucks and knowing someone got a fun new piece for cheap. And then the comments in the thread, a lot of other sellers are saying that they really like Mercari. Somebody said they've ditched Poshmark for Mercari exclusively. So yeah, it's just interesting to see the popularity of Mercari. Now, I personally have never sold anything on Mercari. I don't have to, because if it doesn't sell on eBay, I just take it to my consignment store. But yeah, it's nice to know that there is another selling platform out there in the way of Mercari. Let me know if you sell on Mercari. Definitely leave me a comment below. And if you would like to share what kinds of things you sell on Mercari, I'd love to hear that too. Turning now to eBay, in a new post on eBay's press site, eBay continues to expand its management of payments to Australia and Canada. Management of payments, also called managed payments. Is it now called management payments or managed payments? Whatever. Later this year, Australia and Canada will be the fourth and fifth countries where eBay will manage payments. As eBay continues to modernize its marketplace and create a more streamlined experience for buyers and sellers, the company is expanding its management of payments. I find that interesting. Why don't they just call it managed payments? In America, we get managed payments, capital letters, but management of payments to Australia and Canada. By managing payments on our platform, we are enhancing the eBay experience by breaking down barriers and removing complexities for our customers, says VP of Global Payments, Alyssa Cutright. You know, eBay, you only spent like 2 decades drilling PayPal into people's heads, and now you think they're just going to switch to managed payments. Whatever. As Australia's #1 online shopping destination, wow, we are thrilled to be offering more choice to buyers in how they pay. And for our 40,000 Australian small and business-sized businesses, they will be able to sell and get paid all in one place. This change will improve how Canadian buyers and sellers transact on eBay as well by allowing them more choice and a seamless payment experience. eBay plans to offer buyers in Australia and Canada a variety of payment options, including credit card and PayPal. Apple Pay will be available as a payment option on iPhone and iPad. Google Play will also be available on the eBay site, as well as on the eBay Android app. That's a tongue twister. eBay Android app. There, I said it like I'm from New Jersey. The company has also recently enabled Afterpay as a payment option for buyers in Australia and PayBright as a payment option for buyers in Canada. There was a lot of B's in that paragraph. The rollout has been paced by the terms of the operating agreement with PayPal, which expires this coming July. The company has made tremendous progress with its new payment experience, having processed more than $2 billion in GMV for over 25,000 sellers and saving sellers almost $10 million as of the end of Q4 2019. Later this year, the company will continue its global expansion and expects to have transitioned a majority of sellers into its marketplace into the new payments experience in 2021. So as I've said before, I will opt into managed payments when I have no other choice but to be put in it, and that I will not be opting into it. They will have to put me in it. But I know some sellers were notified that July is the deadline for them, but it looks like, I don't know when 2021. I mean, is it going to be January 1st, 2021? Sometime in 2021. We still don't have a definitive date on when it is for sure. Everyone's switched over, but yeah, Aussies and Canadians, managed payments is coming for you too now. If you are an eBay seller in the United Kingdom, there is a new post over on the announcements board letting you know that eBay Listings Week, free listings and £1 final value fee max for UK sellers. Hello, business sellers. Should I read this in a British accent? Oh boy, can I find my British accent? Hello, business sellers. No, that's not UK, is it? What country was I just speaking? I don't know. I want to sound like the Queen. As part of our ongoing efforts to support eBay businesses during these unprecedented times, we're inviting established business sellers to take part in a 7-day listing promotion from 20 April. We're sending out invitations by email, but you can also click the following link to see if you're eligible to activate the promotion. Click here to activate your promotion. And there's the link. Again, this will be linked in the show notes below. I will read now in my own accent. Simply activate the offer from the invitation or from the links in this post and start listing. There will be no listing fees on up to 100 items listed before 11:59 p.m. on the 26th April. It's so interesting how the dates are said differently in other parts of the world. Business sellers taking part will only pay a maximum of £1 final value fees on each of those items sold within 30 days of listing. So UK sellers, just knock yourselves out. You get 100 free listings. I'm still trying to work through my 50,000 free listings that eBay gave American sellers in April. Don't think I'm going to meet that, but hopefully they'll start rolling out some more promotions. I think most of us would like some extra listings, a little help on the final value fees or the store fees, something eBay. I mean, just a little bit of help, especially since you've shut down your call centers. So you've clearly eliminated a big chunk of your workforce. I think we could maybe get a little bit of help on our end. Just my opinion. Mother's Day is coming up quickly. It is Sunday, May 10th in the United States this year, and Etsy has put together a Mother's Day gift guide. Now, I always like to look through these gift guide and trends reports on every website, because if it's selling on Etsy, it can be selling anywhere else, eBay, Poshmark. And so I was looking through their little page here that they've put together, and they have a trend alert. In a recent Etsy survey, a few responders shared that they're excited to ghost gift this year, aka when a mom buys a gift for herself or another mom on behalf of her kids. We love this idea and think this trend is going to catch on. So this has been talked about before with other sites talking about self-care and pampering and home items that people are buying for themselves now that they are at home. And so, yeah, you don't want to wait for your kids to buy you something. Get yourself something for Mother's Day or any day of the year. Of course, they have cards that are available. Now, Etsy, considering that a lot of these items are handmade, you, of course, want to look at the shipping time before purchasing something. But it is definitely a nice idea if you are Mother's Day shopping and it's hard to get out to a store unless you want to buy the gift at Target or Walmart. And there's nothing wrong with that. Although I know some Walmarts in some cities are blocking off the non-essential items, so you can't even get to things other than the food and health and beauty. So, maybe Etsy is going to be your answer for finding a nice, unique Mother's Day gift. Or if you don't want to wait around for somebody to give you a present for Mother's Day, you can buy your own. But order quickly because Mother's Day is coming. And finally today, I found an interesting article over on marketplacepulse.com entitled "Sellers Are Not Diversifying as Amazon Struggles." So this article says, competing marketplaces are not seeing a significant acceleration in new sellers as Amazon's fulfillment struggles cause sellers to reevaluate their dependence on the Fulfillment by Amazon service. 1 month after Amazon started prioritizing the stocking of essentials and high-demand items in its warehouses, making many sellers that use the FBA service to look for other warehousing providers, it did not drive sellers to look for alternative marketplaces. Walmart Marketplace, which, unlike comparable marketplaces, requires approval to join as a seller, added 30% more sellers in the past 30 days than the average month. However, the number of sellers added was only 2,000, an increase of 500 from the month prior. Recently, the Walmart Marketplace surpassed 40,000 total sellers. eBay, Target, Google Shopping, and other marketplaces saw no acceleration at all. That is not to say that sellers already using those marketplaces are not seeing growth in sales. They are. However, sellers not on them yet do not appear to be expanding their channels or often do not have the fulfillment capability to sell elsewhere effectively. So this is really an interesting perspective on people who are very dependent on Amazon FBA. That was all they did, and they really only knew how to ship their items into Amazon and then Amazon take care of everything, how they either can't adapt to other sites or aren't, at least at the moment. I think it just brings up an overall interesting topic about how resellers continue on in this environment when, unless you have a death pile to work through or you're going to invest in maybe online arbitrage or liquidation, how are you going to continually get new inventory to sustain you? And if you are someone who has been selling maybe brick and mortar, has made that leap to online. eBay was offering a big promotion and all these help for people who wanted to start selling on eBay, a 3-month free store subscription, all these free listings. They have a whole portal to help people with it. And it doesn't seem like that is happening. New sellers are not coming online, which kind of makes me sad because I really was hoping that some of these brick and mortar stores could start to transition online and at least get them through the coming period, but it doesn't seem like that is happening. Now, however, there are people going to Shopify, and this article doesn't reference Shopify at all, but even then, I don't think that has really happened in droves, and I don't know why, unless somebody who has a brick and mortar store and only a brick and mortar store has probably been very resistant to online selling anyway, and maybe just feels that it's too big of a burden or expensive and they just can't do it and they'd be better off staying closed or completely changing their business model or business altogether to something else. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if this continues, if new sellers continue not to come online. I mean, on the other hand, it's less competition for those of us who are already there, right? I guess that's one way to look at it. And that is a wrap on today's show. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me your questions and comments. Also, check out the show notes below the video for links to the articles I referenced. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.